the headlines for this hour on VTV News. Prime Minister pays visit to Ning Thuan. A new record set in fruit and vegetable exports.
Broadcasting from Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. VTV News starts right now.
Hello, it's 8 a.m. local time in Hanoi. You're watching VTV News. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính on Sunday has inspected the drought situation as well as the drought response work in Ninh Thuận province, one of the driest localities in the country. More to follow.
Inspecting the operation of the Tân Mỹ irrigation system and the investment project of Level 2 and Level 3 pipeline channels, the Prime Minister directed Ninh Thuận to focus on replanning the province irrigation lake system and creating an interconnected system to regulate water sources for locals, especially for the upcoming peak drought. The Prime Minister requested the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development to focus on the development of irrigation lakes to support localities. Next, the top leader visited farmers to learn about the drought situation and advised them to expand production, link with cooperative model, and apply new regulations and technology to increase production's efficiency.
We can see that water resource is the most pressing issue for Ninh Thuận. I have previously advocated the formation of lakes and canal systems. I also directed the Ministry of Agriculture and related ministries to prioritize resources to provide water for business, irrigation and domestic purposes. People have the right to express their opinions on this issue. The party and state must take care of this issue, but locals need to contribute as well. We have brought a water pumping station here. Now locals need to find a way to bring water to their fields and facilities. Are you determined?
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính then attended the conference announcing the plan for Ninh Thuận province. The top leader noted 5 requests for the province planning. Maximize the province opportunities and strengths by building appropriate regulations and policies, find conflicts and shortcomings, and deliver solutions. The province needs to build a list of specific projects and programs to attract investment, mobilize and effectively use resources, and organize planning promptly and effectively in accordance with the practical situation. The Prime Minister also asked Ninh Thuận to pay attention to developing strategic infrastructure, invest in central and key transport infrastructure, deploy investment on the Thanh Xuân Airport, and create breakthroughs in new growth drivers. The top leader believes that Ninh Thuận will transform strongly, continuing to rise from various challenges to develop quickly and sustainably. At the conference, Ninh Thuận province received $276,000 from businesses and donors to support the removal of temporary and dilapidated houses for poor and near-poor households. On this occasion, the Prime Minister visited and gave gifts to Hồ Thị Lượm, 92 years old, in Phan Rang, Tháp Chàm, who was honored the title Hero of Labor.
Celebrating the 49th anniversary of the liberation of the South and national reunifications and 70 years of Điện Biên Phủ victory, Prime Minister has recently visited Ninh Thuận province and attended the inauguration ceremony of the Cam Lâm Vĩnh Hảo Expressway and the operation of Diễn Châu Bãi Vọt Expressway. This brings the total length of the North-South Expressway axis to nearly 1,200 kilometers. The following ceremony took place in Ninh Thuận and Nghệ An.
The Cam Lâm Vĩnh Hảo Expressway and Diễn Châu Bãi Vọt Expressway will reduce traffic pressure on National Highway 1A, shorten travel time and circular transportation between Ho Chi Minh City, Khánh Hòa, and Hà Nội, Nghệ An. Speaking at the ceremony, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính stated that the putting into operation of 2 expressways brings the total length of operated expressways across the country to more than 2,000 kilometers. This is a remarkable achievement for Vietnam.
Currently, Most investors, consultants, and contractors are at the construction site with a commendable working spirit. They're working 3 to 4 shifts on all day off in the north-south, east-west expressways and inter-regional expressway projects. With a total investment of over $18 billion, I'm very moved by the enthusiasm and dedication for the nation.
From the 2 expressway projects, the Prime Minister emphasized 5 lessons in which authorities must regularly visit construction sites and immediately resolve difficulties, mobilize and diversify capital sources, and be flexible in applying existing legal documents. In the coming time, relevant agencies must complete the construction of various projects, including the building of Nui Vung Tunnel and accompanying utilities. The Prime Minister requested to care for locals that have given up their lands for expressway projects and effectively utilize expressways' advantages.
On Sunday, 51 military ceremonial troops gathered at the stadium in Điện Biên province for the inaugural practice sessions. The highlight of the session will be the participation of the artillery force, comprising 18 105mm Hauptwarzers and 11 helicopters soaring over the Air Force stands. The aim of this practice is to ensure the safety of both people and equipment. Despite enduring harsh weather conditions and prolonged heat, coupled with the profound significance of the impending celebrations, all participations have exemplified a spirit of resilience, overcoming obstacles through rigorous training in preparation for the 70th anniversary of the Điện Biên Phủ victory. Continuing strong export growth in the first quarter of this year, Vietnamese fruit and vegetables continue to enjoy prosperous results, reaching $1.8 billion in total export value in the first 4 months of 2024. This is an increase of more than 32% compared to the same period last year. High growth rate, positive results from the market, and continuous efforts to improve processing capacity, the fruit and vegetable industry is expected to set a new export record this year.
At 4 in the morning, this factory is already operating to purchase raw materials and keep up with export orders, thanks to positive signals from the US and EU markets. Vietnamese businesses are also searching for more raw materials to increase processing capacity.
We're finding a stable and quality source of raw materials to ensure factory capacity. Currently, the company has signed long-term orders with U.S. customers to export in the first 6 months of the year.
In Đắk Lắk, factories that produce frozen durian products from South Korean and Japanese markets are now preparing freezer storage and increasing capacity. This aims to meet the rising demand of frozen durian in China. If more frozen durian export codes are approved, Vietnam can store goods during the harvest seasons and sell them evenly throughout the year.
An official durian export protocol into China will motivate Vietnamese businesses to invest in diversifying durian products. From there, they have the infrastructure to freeze or process durian.
Amid rising tensions worldwide, Vietnam has been maintaining a good export pace to nearby markets such as South Korea, Japan, and China. Notably, Vietnam's fruit and vegetable import value to Thailand has rose to more than 110%.
Businesses are active in re-signing orders, which is a sign of good recovery. The signing price is also guaranteed. We need to organize production to ensure stable output and sign contracts.
For the first time, Vietnam's fruit and vegetable exports has reached and exceeded $1 billion in the first months of the year. This is an important momentum that will help this industry reach a new record in export.
In the past 10 years, there has never been a year when the country's weather during the April 30th and May 1st holiday has been as hot as this year. In Sơn La, Hòa Bình and Thanh Hóa, Phú Yên area, for the past 3 days, the temperature has been consistently high from 39 to 42 degrees Celsius. In some places, it's approximately 43 degrees, especially in Tương Dương and Nghệ An. It is 43.2 degrees Celsius. Temperatures above 41 degrees are no longer rare, appearing almost every year, each year being higher than the previous year. Nationwide on April 26, there were 16 points exceeding the historical temperatures value in April. And on Sunday, this number increased to 71 points. Among them, there are 23 points with the highest temperature since measurement. The reason is due to the impact of the El Nino phenomenon, causing temperature to be higher than the average for many years, and the strong development of the hot low pressure area in the west. The April 30th and May 1st holiday also marked the start of the summer tourism season. In Hue and Danang cities, many new tourism products have been launched, enthusiastically is received by residents and tourists. More to follow.
In Danang City, sea tourism season has officially begun on April the 28th. The program is a unique cultural, sports, and tourism event of the city where residents and tourists can have fun and enjoy the cultural space associated with the sea. This year, the program is also rich with a series of activities on Suncha Peninsula about paragliding experience, environmental protection, ecology, and experiential tour, watching the red-shanked Duc Langur. The sea tourism season is the starting event for the city's tourism industry to welcome tourists to Danang during the peak summer months, striving to soon reach the goal of welcoming 8.4 million visitors this year.
The demand for tourists to Hue is increasing, as it is considered an economical tourist destination chosen by many people. It is expected that the number of visitors to Hue during the holiday is estimated at about 65,000 visitors, of which international visitors are estimated at about 17,000. Domestic visitors are estimated at about 48,000. This summer, the official operation of the Hue Danang Heritage Train is also one of the outstanding tourism products. The train passes through the most beautiful railway in Vietnam and is included in the list of the most beautiful and most experienced railways in the world.
Following a period of refurbishment, Phong Nha Kẻ Bàng National Park has reopened Tiên Sơn Cave and Va Cave, offering visitors fresh and exciting experiences. Tiên Sơn Cave have undergone upgrades with renovated walkways and resting areas, along with the additions of a new mirror bridge, allowing visitors to admire the Phong Nha countryside from a height exceeding 100 meters. Va Cave, spanning 1.7 kilometers in length and connected to Nước Nứt Cave, features underground lakes and thousands of unique stalactites columns. The interconnected nature of these two caves adds to their allure. As confirmed by the People's Committee of Quảng Bình Province, the ecotourism offering titles Va Nước Nứt Cave, Different Experiences, is strictly confined to Zone 2 of Phong Nha Kẻ Bàng National Park, ensuring the preservation of natural environment. And as usual, let's continue with the weather forecast. And that's it for this hour on VTV News. To rewatch the program, you can log on to vtvgo.vn or download the mobile application VTVgo. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.